And away we go. Another nightcap brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken right here on BearcatJournal.com. Make sure you visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com and download the app, Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Get yourself down to Dayton, Kentucky. The patio is open. Somebody sent me a picture today on Twitter. They were at Galactic. They had the Little Baller, which is a chicken sandwich, fries, and an ice cold PBR. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, Aaron. We had DeMar Johnson's side of the story last night.
We did.
And I got hit up today by none other than my man, Cincinnati men's basketball chief of staff, Chris Lepore. And Chris said, there's some things I need to discuss about DeMar's story. And in the true content fashion, then okay, well then come on, hop on with us tonight, and we'll talk about the story from somebody who actually knew what was going on point of view. Because DeMar clearly had no clue what was happening around him as things unplayed this weekend. So, Coach, welcome in. It's great to see you, and we got a lot to talk about tonight. But let's knock off the Garth Brooks things first.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks for having me on. I guess after a year, I finally got the invitation, so I feel honored.
Well, this show's only been on like 3 or 4 months, so you're not that far behind on this show.
Okay, so you went through Group A and then got to me. I appreciate it.
It's usually just Wes. We haven't had any of the assistants. Like, we just have Wes on,
except DeMar last night. So
yeah,
I love it. Well, first thing is DeMar said he made a couple in a row. It was about 10. He caught fire. So let me give you the parameters of the game. Okay. Well, let me take you back to when we first walked in the gym. So obviously I get the text that Garth's going to be shooting, and I'm like, Coach, I'm the guy for the job. I will be there to rebound. I'll let him in. I'll have waters, Gatorades. Well, it'll be great because, I love country music. I lived in Nashville for 9 years. I've been listening to Garth since I was 5. This is like, I'm fangirling, right? I'm like, so anyways, he says he's coming in at, 1 o'clock or whatever. I'm down there like 11:30, making sure like we're set. You know what I mean?
Are the rims 10 feet?
Yeah. So anyways, he finally walks right up to me. Hi, I'm Garth. And I'm like, wow.
Chris, nice to meet you.
I thought I was going to have to go get him some shoes or something. And he's like just introducing himself to me as like a normal guy. And so him and his team that was with him, they work security for him, whatnot. They start shooting around, and I'm just kind of rebounding for them and messing around. And eventually, I'm thinking that's probably the extent of it, right? Like he's just coming in to get some shots up, and he goes, "All right, you ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready to pass. I'm ready to rebound. Whatever you need." And he's like, "No, you're playing." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm playing. What are we playing?" And he explains this game, and it's called We versus They. So they call it We They. And We They. I was like, man, did they rename it for Who Day? But they've been playing this game forever, and they made it up because it's a non-contact way to have a competitive game, get a bunch of cardio in, and everybody's playing on the same team. Instead of people getting mad at each other, right?
Sure. So it's a good way to not get fat on the road.
Exactly. And so it's an up and down full court 3-point shooting drill, and if you make a shot, the team goes up 2. So we're up 2 if we make a shot, and if we miss a shot, we can tip it in to even out. But if we tip it and, or miss the rebound, or it's a bad shot or an air ball, we go -2. And so they wins if we go to -6. We win if we go to +20. And let me just say, before DeMar started playing, they was a tough opponent. We lost the first game. Okay, like we needed some help, and so when DJ stepped in, they went down quick, and obviously DeMar didn't miss a whole lot, but it was unbelievable. Like Garth is 60, and he's running full court, like sprinting, like communicating the whole time, because like it's a big communication game because you have to keep the order right and you have to know who's on, who's off. And so there's a lot of talking, and he's like positive energy the whole time. He's pulling up from NBA range, and DJ thinks this is just some random guy, but this is Garth Brooks pulling up from deep, and he can shoot. I mean, he can really, really shoot. And so it was pretty incredible. But that, just wanted to clarify, a couple in a row, DJ basically put we on his back, and we defeated Bay shortly afterwards when he started playing.
I'm curious, was he there Friday and Saturday, or was he just there Friday?
Friday and Saturday.
That's what I thought. I thought I heard, from piecing what everybody else was saying together, it sounded like he was there both days. Yeah,
it was pretty cool. So he's, I asked him like who else he's played with, and he said like, we did this with Chris Paul, and did this with Chris Mullins, and he had some pretty. Apparently, it's something they've been doing for a long time. So when they're on the road, they try to find a gym and play this game. But it's a cool deal. I told him I'm gonna make sure this game is like a staple. Like I'm gonna teach my family. I'm gonna teach the coaches. We're gonna be playing against they all the time in the gym now.
That'll actually probably lessen some of the stress between the GAs and the managers, because those guys, they get after each other.
Oh yeah. They're playing 1-on-1s and 3-on-3s all the time. So we're gonna have to switch it up. We still got to do our 1-on-1.
Sure.
For DJ, just once a week he just needs to kill us to make himself feel good.
There are a couple guys that enjoy going at his throat, though.
Oh yeah. If Kyle Washington's playing, that's always fun.
Yeah, DJ and Kyle against each other is what people don't know is sometimes before they open the doors, actually most every game before they open the doors to the arena, the GAs are playing 1-on-1.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm usually out there just trying not to tear an Achilles to get a little dad workout in.
It's heated. Those guys they play enough that they get after each other. Like they all know, everybody knows everybody's moves. There's no secrets.
No doubt.
But Kyle's problem is Kyle is a guy that needs to shoot a lot of jumpers to be good at shooting jumpers.
Yeah, well, I've guarded Kyle in that 1-on-1 game, and it doesn't matter what he does. He is scoring against me.
Yeah, he's gonna score.
Yeah.
But if he wants to shoot jumpers, but he's got to be he's got to be in rhythm of shooting jumpers, or else DJ can walk in the gym, take 2 warm-up shots, and then be unconscious. That's just DJ. Kyle's got to warm up to get there from the perimeter.
Kyle's got 3 or 4 inches on you though, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have no chance. I know that. All right. But if I win one spot, I'm talking about that all week.
Well, I just wanted to clarify that for anybody who hasn't seen you standing next to him.
You're a tall guy. You're just not Kyle tall.
Right. Yeah. So whenever I do win a spot, if I somehow hit some crazy shots, they hear about it.
So Garth, getting him in the gym, does that constitute tickets? Is that what's the trade here? Because I heard DJ said you guys all went to the show and had a good time. Was that pre-planned that you guys were going to the show, or was that a Garth hookup thing?
It was pretty last minute. The person that was doing the communication for them to get over there and everything texted me and was like, "Hey, are you going to the show?" I was like, "No, not at this point." And then boom, there's tickets. And I was like, I gotta call DJ. He hit all the shots. I'm
gonna go play cornhole at my neighbor's because I lost last time.
I thought DJ was going home to DC for a wedding, and so I thought that was why. I thought maybe that was why he said no. But apparently he was just here playing hacky sack or cornhole with his neighbor or something. And I'm like, serious?
What was the show like?
Oh, it was incredible. incredible. Everybody said, like, if you haven't seen him live, you have to, and it was unbelievable. And it was a great night to go. Like, the next night there was 80,000 in there. It was probably half of that the night Friday night, which was awesome. So it wasn't too crazy. And
and you guys got the weather night. Like, it was perfect on Friday night.
Perfect weather.
Awesome.
Right down there by the stage. I mean, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Are you like sometimes you just never know what this life is gonna what twists and turns?
I'm still like coming down from the fangirling high. It's that was up there. That was up there. Coolest thing.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Let's talk some basketball.
Absolutely.
How's the off season going so far? What's the calendar like? I know everybody's anxiously awaiting the arrival of Sage Tolentino and Dan Skillings and Josh Reed and Rob Finney. I guess Kalu is already here.
Yeah.
Or at least in town. I don't know if he's like enrolled or whatever yet. And then
he's enrolled in class. He's here. He's moved into his apartment. So he's official. He's just, we're 2 weeks away from starting summer workouts. So he's able to do anything he wants from a voluntary standpoint up till then. But he wanted to get right to it. He was like, I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to get in the Monster Factory. I'm trying to get in the gym with the managers and shoot on the gun. So he got up here right away. But yeah, right after Memorial Day weekend, we're going to get right to it. And we'll have the crew and the freshmen, the incoming guys, and we're ready to get to it.
How has the off season been so far? For a lot of people don't understand how a lot of this works. Generally, you get from the end of the season through the end of the semester to do individual workouts and small groups, things like that. How did that go, and how does the momentum feel? How are the guys reacting to the transfer portal additions and feeling like there's a new energy, a new team ready to hit the floor?
Yeah, there's definitely this feeling of a new energy. The core that we're bringing back are, we're really excited about the group we're bringing back. And then, you see the pieces we've added, from the fall and then through the transfer portal. And we think we've got something there. We're really optimistic, and the group is excited. The guys in the locker room, there's an energy and a buzz, and they were ready to get right to work when we got back in the gym this spring for a couple weeks. That's mostly individual work. So we're doing majority skill work there. The spring is like 100% skill work, not as much, team concepts. We'll start introducing more team concepts in the summer. And then, once we get into the fall, the preseason the team stuff starts to, become the main thing. And then obviously once we get ripping and running with official practice, that's what we're thinking about every day. But right now we're really focused on their individual skill development, getting a ton of shots up. So the spring went well, and we're excited to get to it. I can't believe in 2 weeks we're going to start summer workouts. We're itching to get back in the gym, and get this new group going.
Are the incoming freshmen going to be part of that, or are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll be part of that. And the countdown's on to get them here, get them moved in. We're excited to get ripping and running. If you're looking at our social media, you'll see the movement everywhere, right?
Right.
Cincinnati basketball is a movement right now. There's so much excitement around the program with, the recruiting class and going to the Big 12 and building on this foundation that we were able to build in year one. The future's bright, and there's a lot of excitement and buzz. And then, what's going on in the 2023 class. We're trending in the right direction, and we're ready to get to work. This is like these, 3-4 weeks in May before we hit the court. We're just like itching to just get back on the court, and like 2 weeks feels like 2 months. We're just so crazy about player development, and we love being in the gym with the guys working. And that all stems from Coach Miller. I mean, he's just a gym rat. He loves this. It's all he thinks about. He's obsessed. and he's maniacal about this basketball thing. And obviously he's a phenomenal relationship builder and is great with the guys, but he's a basketball coach, and he's watching film every time I walk in his office to talk to him about housing or whatever little thing, camp, whatever little thing I have on my desk. He's watching film, and I'm like, man, it's May 10th at 6 p.m. watching film, and I'm like, he's just obsessed, man. He's psycho about this basketball thing. So we're just itching. We're itching.
How different does this feel now with a year under your belt? Like, we got together pretty quickly after you got to town and went to Mio's and had some lunch and got a chance to know each other. Pretzel bites, baby. Have you slowed down on the pretzel bites, or are those still a couple times a week thing for you?
I've slowed down on it. I've had to broaden my horizons a little bit and try some other stuff. So,
well, yeah, we did get to see you as a self-proclaimed Cincinnatian, and
yeah,
how much you've enjoyed being a part of the city.
Yeah, I had to give the 1 year recap.
It was fantastic, by the way.
Where I'm at with things, and we just love it here. Love everything about this place. It's a sports town, and you can feel it. I felt it the first time we walked out through the tunnel in Fifth Third Arena, and we hadn't even won a game yet, and there's 11,000 people out there, and I'm like, holy smokes, this place is different. This place is special. But to answer your question, after a year, I mean, this time last year, our heads are spinning, right? We don't even have a roster yet, and everything's a blur. We're trying to connect with so many people. It's just head on a swivel every day. You don't know what's coming at you, and it's been great after a year to have connected with so many people, former players, people in the community, Cincinnati as a whole, within the university. It's been really special, and the support we've felt. Like, anytime somebody asks me how's it been, I just think about the overwhelming support that we've felt from UC, former players, the community, the city. I mean, blown away by it all. So we're excited. We're excited to keep building.
So the portal this year was a lot different than last year. Last year, it was still very new. Everything happened fast. By the time you guys got here, the pond was almost dry. Like, the reserves had all been dissipated. As a staff, and you as a guy that handles a lot of setting up visits and initiating contact and being kind of the point man for a lot of things, I know fans were super anxious, and I know you guys were super anxious because you're ready to get to work and figure out what's next. How hard was it to have patience through that process? But ultimately, how important was it to have patience based on where you landed and how much better you guys think you have a chance to be?
Yeah, I mean, you want it to happen right away, right? You know how many scholarships you have, and you just want
3 spots, fill them up. Let's go.
Let's get our team. Let's go, right? Like, we don't want this thing to drag out for 6 weeks. Let's get our team together and let's rock. We're trying to get to work. But
even though guys can't show up until June.
Yeah, exactly. But you know us. We don't think that way.
I know.
The patience thing is huge. These are very important decisions. We always think about it as the locker room being a sacred place, and every time we bring somebody into that locker room, we better make sure we feel good about it. And so it takes time to get to know people. And when you think about the 3 transfers we brought in, there's deep relationships there already in place, right? Yeah. There wasn't like a rando, if you will, right? Coach Roberts coached Rob Finnessy, and Coach Dollar recruited Landers Nolly. This was his 3rd time recruiting him. And Kalua Zikbe we had on a visit at Greensboro. And so we already know.
Crystal ball for Kalua Zikbe to Greensboro at one point in time back in the 24/7 system.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us of that. We were pretty upset we didn't get him. We remind him of that all the time. We talked about his visit actually when we were running around campus getting him his Bearcat ID and all that, and he gets to campus at Greensboro, and we're filming our like intro video that night. And this was the craziest intro video. I'll have to send you guys the link to watch it. But everybody they sent out an email. They wanted to do like show cars were like part of the video. And so the marketing team sent out an email to like all the car shows, and people drove like 200 miles to be in this video. There was like pink monster trucks and like Corvettes and like old like muscle cars in this video. Like it was crazy. And Kalu still talks about it. He's like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was really cool. It was a great time to have a visit.
Didn't Dollar have a connection to Nolly's like mom or family or?
Oh, he's had him on campus multiple times. At his previous stops.
I thought he knew his mom growing up, or I thought I heard he knew his like. I don't know that they were like friends, but they're both from Atlanta, about the same age. I thought there was like a random thing there, but like Dollar knows everybody in Atlanta in the basketball scene. That's just how it goes.
Him and Coach Morgan got it covered down there.
What's coming next for you this summer? I know you guys are excited to get started, but you've got some camps and stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Give the people the details if they want to get their little ones under the tutelage of Chris Lepore.
Let's go, baby. So camp's going to run June 13th through 16th. We're just starting with 1 week this year just to get it on the ground running. Next summer, we'll do a little more with it if all goes well and according to plan. But westmillerbasketballcamps.com is where people can register, and I'll send you the flyer and all that. But Coach and I have been running these camps together for a while. What makes our camp special and different and unique is that Coach Miller is present, and he helps run the camp, and that's pretty unique. Most times you get like the hello and the goodbye, like the Monday morning hello and the Thursday afternoon goodbye, but like
thanks for coming.
Yeah, he's out there like playing one-on-one with kids and like shooting against kids, and he's great at camp, and you know how energetic he is. So and the players help work the camp too. So like the Jeremiah Davenport shooting station and David DeJulius ball handling station, and they'll help coach the teams in the afternoon. And we're going to rope in some former players that are going to be around this summer, have them come work. So we're excited to get that running. But ultimately, if you're thinking about sending your kids to camp, number one, it's about having fun, and then we want them to learn, get better as a basketball player. We hope that happens, and then they're going to get a chance to compete. So, truthfully, we hope that if they don't love basketball already, that after 4 days of camp, they love basketball. They want to practice more. And then, selfishly, we hope they come to our games and support. And then double selfishly, we hope in like 10 years, we're offering them and they're coming to play at UC and they're the next Kenyon Martin. But no, the camp is a great time. And we're excited to bring it to Cincinnati. We play this game called Beat the Clock, where each camper gets to try and make a buzzer beater. And I just can't wait to see that in Fifth Third Arena. The place usually goes crazy. Like we'll start with 5 seconds. You'll have the ball at half court. You get a couple dribbles, shoot it. If you make it, you go to the next round. And now there's 4 seconds, and then 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they go crazy when the last kid makes the buzzer beater with 1.5 seconds on the clock. So we've got new traditions to build here at Cincinnati basketball camp. But
is there going to be any we versus they?
That I don't know if we can do that with 150 kids. That's a little different. But we do play a game called Sideline Break, which is a unique camp game that the whole camp plays together. And the whole sideline on both sides is filled. And it's like 10 versus 10 on the court, no dribbles. And you can pass it to the sideline and get it back. And it's a completely chaotic game that is a lot of fun. And most of the time, the players, I do have to remind them that, the games, it's not the NBA finals. And the coaching, like their lives depend on it. And it's like, you know, a 6 and 7 year old age group. But sometimes they'll jump in the sideline break game, and I have to calm them down a little bit. You know, make sure they've got ankle tape on because they go too hard sometimes. We're fired up to get camps going.
One more time, give them the website.
West Miller Basketball Camps with an S on the end.com. Registration is open. The camp runs a month from now, and we will take walk-up registrations day of camp. But you know, if there's still room at that point.
So if you have kids and you're a big UC fan and your kids are developing and growing into big UC fans, what better way than to get them to spend a week with the team, with Coach Miller, with Coach Lepore, and everybody else around the program. So make that happen.
Yeah, and we'll do something fun for the campers. We'll do like a discounted ticket night or a camper night, and get them some access to a home game.
Use code BCJ, and you get to spend the night at the Lepore house during the camp.
Yeah, as if we don't have enough kids in here already. You probably wouldn't even notice if you snuck a couple.
No, it just would be there'd be 12 extra kids. You'd be like, oh, these aren't ours. Huh, who knew? Look, you don't have you guys have a reasonable number of kids.
Yeah,
you're not anything like what happens on the football side of things.
Yeah, no doubt.
You go up one floor at the Linder Center.
Yeah, it's chaos.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
We did the Children's Museum today. Did the zoo yesterday. You know, walked by my favorite exhibit. Popped in on Fiona. But
you deserve a lot of credit for the zoo.
Yeah, no doubt. I need, you know, between Skyline and the zoo, I'm like just a 24/7 marketing representative on the side.
Whoever thought, oh, hey, there's the 3-year-old on the visit, we should go to the zoo. That person deserves a lot of credit. I'm not saying it's you. I'm just saying whoever it might have been deserves a lot of credit. Aaron, you got anything else for Chris?
I'm just. He talks about fanboying out for Garth Brooks. I fanboy out anytime I get to talk to any of these coaches and stuff, so it's fine.
Hey, Aaron, come by sometime, man.
He lives in Athens now. He moved.
I used to be downtown. Now I'm very far away.
Well, you come on by. We'll play a game of We versus They in the practice gym.
All right, man. I got you.
Appreciate you, brother. Hey, and we have to get you to Galactic Fried Chicken soon.
I'm on the way this week. It's happening.
Talk to Matty Mills. Matty Mills has had it. He knows how awesome it is.
I'm looking forward to sharing my review on Twitter, and you know, I'm going to be a food critic on this one. Comes so highly acclaimed.
And all you got to do
2 in the city.
Number 2 chicken. Did you know this? City Beat. They were voted number 2 fried chicken in the city.
Wow.
And then number 2 best chicken sandwich in the city.
Who's number 1?
Number 1 chicken was.
They don't sponsor us.
Yeah, they don't sponsor us. Piss on them. Number 1 chicken sandwich, I think, was Chick-fil-A. Which, come on, Cincinnati, be better than that.
I thought both were. I thought both were the same.
Oh, was it both?
Yeah,
that place downtown and over the Rhine.
Yeah.
Or no, they beat that's right. Chick-fil-A was number 3.
Okay.
Shane was very pumped up that they had better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A.
That's huge.
Because they're open on Sundays.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's why. That's probably why. You could have got it today. I had 3 people today send me tweets of their lunch and dinner at Galactic Fried Chicken. So
wow.
Make it happen this week, Lepore.
Make sure I have the promo code so I can
pump it up. Just pump it up. Like the song, you know. Don't you know? Pump it up.
I'll walk in.
Yeah.
I'll walk in with it playing in my pocket.
He'll love it.
All right. Appreciate you, Chris. Thanks, man. We'll have you on soon. We won't wait another year to have you on.
I look forward to it. Go Bearcats, baby. Thanks for having me on.
All right. That's Chris Lepore, Chief of Staff for UC Men's Basketball. He's Aaron Smith. I'm Chad Brendel. Galactic Fried Chicken is the sponsor. The Nightcap is the name. BearcatJournal.com is the home. We'll see you next time right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!